The fintech industry, it's large, but it can also feel quite small. When I go to different events in the industry, you see the same people and really have an opportunity to build over time good, deep connections with those people. We all go to lots of conferences where, if you're a fintech, you're set up in a booth and you're ultimately there to sell what you have to financial institutions or maybe even to larger fintech companies. But one of my favorite events, in fact, it is my favorite event of the whole year, is called AFT, and that's Association for Financial Technology. They have a summit in the spring and the fall. And this is not a conference, this is actually an industry summit. And the thing I love about it is that when we're there, we're not there to sell. We're there to build relationships with each other. We're there to learn. We're there to share key insights with each other. It's that one time of the year or two times each year where fintech and financial services companies can come together, really let their hair down. Many times you're sitting with your competitors and you're talking about the challenges that each of you have. And it's always you're having the same challenges. And so sort of being able to share ideas and strategies and even figure out ways that we can work together with some of our competitors to solve those challenges. It's really refreshing. It's just that time when everybody is really real, and being there has been an amazing opportunity for me just to build deep connection with other people in the industry and to learn. I always learn a lot. When we go, there's always some kind of topic that's like the hot thing that everyone's talking about. In the past, it's oftentimes been talking about banking as a service. This past time that I was at AFT, everyone was talking about generative AI as kind of the whole world is. And one of the things that was really fascinating to me, the CTO from Jack Henry was up on the stage talking about their development process. And he said, we use ChatGPT in our development process. We use it to solve problems, to fix errors, to make our code more streamlined and compliant. And I was like, that's so cool that he would share that. And then, of course, knowing that this big company uses that technology, all of us smaller companies felt a little more comfortable sort of dipping our toe in that water. Obviously there's challenges and there's reasons why you might be cautious, as I'm sure, Jack Henry is very cautious about that. But it's very enlightening when you hear what your peers and companies that you look up to are doing. Networking is a bit art and a bit science, and I enjoy it. Some of the right ways to go about approaching networking is to first think about establishing relationship, and that to me involves being curious, being a good listener, asking really good probing questions that demonstrate you're truly interested in what the person across the table is challenged by. And I think, then people understand that you're in it for the right reasons. I would say the wrong way is to immediately go in with your product and, here's what I'm selling. Or the other one that I love is when you're talking to someone and you can tell they're looking out for who else is in the room. Don't do that. It clearly shows you're not interested. So I think building deep relationships is the right way to start. And then people know that you're genuine and real.